Starting off this video, like high emotions tonight. Today was like a roller coaster, like legit. Like I just like start off my day, you know, trying to like have a good day, and just was in a good mood, and you know, tried to like dress good and just make myself feel better, and just like trying to start the day out right. And I like decided to get myself like a smoothie and just like, I don't know, just do all things to like make myself like have a good day, you know. And I was in like, I'm just in constant pain, and it makes it like really hard for me to like focus at work, and so that is like a struggle. And when I got off work, I went and picked up my brother, and we had dinner, and that was like super nice. And we went to my other brother's house, and we had like a good evening, and we just like joked around, and it's always like really nice hanging out with them. And Joey was acting out tonight, and I'm not gonna like go into detail of like what he was doing, because it, you know, doesn't necessarily matter, and I just don't want to like talk about him in that light. But it was like pretty difficult to deal with. And aside from my two brothers that I hung out with tonight, my family has been just acting really interesting towards me, and I have to remember that it doesn't have anything to really like do with me. And also I'm like in high emotions too, so I'm like super sensitive right now, and I don't know, but it's definitely, I'm getting reactions that I definitely didn't expect for sure. And so that's been really hard on me to deal with. So that's kind of what's been going on since yesterday. It's like every day is just so much. Like I feel like so much happens, and I don't know, just from like what I think about, like just where my mind goes during the day, on top of like everything else, and just my interactions. But one thing I do want to say is there's a lot of people that have reached out to me, and they're so kind, and I just want to say like how much I appreciate that. And every time like I see a message or a comment, it really just makes me smile and makes my day. And it also has gotten kind of hard to keep up with the comments too. So if I don't reply to you, I'm sorry about that. And you know, just know that I appreciate you know, anything that is you know, nice towards me, because I really do need that. So I do want to also update and say that yesterday I had my PET scan and it went good. And I mean, it's just going in this like tube thing for like a half an hour. It started actually kind of hurting the last like 15 minutes of it, because of where the mass is on my backside. And so it was hurting like really bad at the very end, and I was just like wanting it to like be over with. And she was like counting down like 15 minutes, 9 minutes, 6 minutes. I'm like, oh my god, please hurry up, please hurry up. Like so that was the only thing that, you know, kind of like sucked about it. But I'm just hoping and praying that everything comes out or comes back okay. And I like as the date gets closer, of like finding out more information, it's like scary. But I just have to be positive and you know, just continue to keep just going, you know, and at least I will like know exactly what's going on. So I will update you guys in a couple days. I'll probably take a video right after my appointment on Thursday, and let you know. Alright, done for tonight. And I'm gonna try and get some sleep and just like chill out. Alright, bye. So I'm here at Compass. I don't know what my hair is doing, because that's what matters. And I have about 15 minutes until my appointment. And I'm here with Kat and Haley. And they're coming with me to my appointment so that I just have support system, and then also someone else to listen to the doctor, because I most likely will have selective hearing during the whole thing, because it just happens every time. It's just automatic. I'm just like in shock every time I talk to my oncologist, basically. But I
also wanted to say, I know it's been a couple days since I've said anything, and I decided that I'm going to be working from home. I have been going into the office. I went into the office Monday after my PET scan, and then also Tuesday, as well as yesterday. And it was really, really rough. It was super hard to focus on work. Just being around other people was actually the hardest for me. I don't really understand why. It's nice for me to be out and be around other people, but for some reason it was just hard to focus. Also, just being in pain. I'm constantly having to have a pain pill, and I just want to like lay in bed and use the massager setting on my bed and just be comfortable, because it's just hard for me to even think and act on top of dealing with the pain. It's just, I'm using more energy than I already am with having to worry about that. So, yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. And my pre-thoughts before this appointment, I'm just nervous, and we'll just see what's said and go from there. So I will be making a video afterwards, and so see you later. So I forgot to mention in the last video that last night when I was having a rough night, I literally had night sweats so bad. I was soaking wet, and that never happens. And also when I woke up, the insides of my mouth on both sides are effed up from me chewing on them. And I'm assuming it's just like anxiety in my sleep. There's just no other explanation. But anyways, so they were able to go on my appointment, which was awesome because we originally thought that only one of them would be able to go. And this was going to be my line. I was going to be like, one has to comfort me and one has to listen, you know? So, but we didn't have to say anything. So no alibi needed. But yeah, it was really nice. I got to have both of them in there with me. Both of them. You're just thems. But I feel like out of all of my appointments that I've had, where I've had to have like just heavy talks with my oncologist, I feel like today I was a lot more present, and I was able to actually really focus on every single word that he was saying. And so what he said was that, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know if I'm saying this right, but basically it's in my lymph nodes. Mm-hmm. It's in 5 different spots. And so obviously not good news. And I wasn't expecting that. I was hoping that there wasn't going to be anything additional, of course. But since that is the case, there was a few game plans that is going to take place. So the first thing is today, before even my appointment this morning, I got a phone call from Peace Health, and the scheduler told me that she wanted me to get scheduled with a surgeon, and this surgeon mostly deals with breast like lumps, like breast cancer is what I'm assuming is what she helps with. And so the gal was like, so telling me about my breast, and I was like, oh my God, is there something wrong with my breast now too? I was like freaking out because I haven't even had my appointment yet today. And she was like, oh my God, no, like I just walked in, like let me talk to somebody and make sure I have the right information. Oh my God. So so then she's like, I'm so sorry. They had it all wrong. I was like, yeah, because I'm pretty sure I have like my lump is in my ass, like not in my breast. So two way opposite directions here. And it was so funny. She was telling everybody where she was. She's like, she just said it's in my ass. It was hilarious. But anyway, so, I don't know. So basically they're going to, remove, the one that's in there. And that will be good. I don't want to keep saying ass, but ass. So, I don't know. It's going to get removed. I'm going to have my consultation next Thursday, a week from today. And he said I'm going to have my surgery probably the first full week of April. And he also said that I will be on chemo on 3 different ones. Yeah. And that will be starting after that surgery. But he wants to get a port placed again, which I forgot to mention in my first video that I actually had my port removed the last time because when I went to one of my follow-ups, it stopped working. And plus, I just wanted it out of there. So I was like, great, doesn't work. Let's take it out. And so they took it out and actually got infected. And so it was kind of a pain in the butt. But
get to have another one now.
Yep, it's going to get opened up again. So I'm doing that on Monday. So, yeah, so I'm going to have one minor surgery for that. And then the following week, I'm going to have, pretty extensive surgery. And basically what they're doing is they're like moving
They have to move her colon because where the tumor is could be creating like a hole near it. Mm-hmm. And fecal matter could leak through that hole into her abdomen, which would kill her. So they need to move it away from the tumor so that no fecal matter passes through. Shit. What do you want me to say?
Feces.
Feces. There we go.
All of it. So yeah, so that is really important for that to be done. And then directly after that, I will start chemo. So he said I'll probably start chemo either April 13th or April 20th. And he said that
it'll be every
3 weeks. Yeah, every 21 days. And it will be like an all day thing too. Mm-hmm. Which I am not used to. I was only used to doing it for just 4 hours. So
that's definitely going to be an adjustment.
Yeah, that will be interesting for sure. And then another thing that he said, so my current pain that I have, my radiation doctor, he stated that he will incorporate some radiation now to hopefully reduce some of the pain that I have.
The tumor is pressing on nerves, causing you pain.
Yeah. And so that's why I'm in constant pain because of that. So I'm glad that he is being proactive about that because it really does suck. So there's that. And then am I missing anything? I know the time thing, but was there anything else that was said?
No, just that the thing about your lymph nodes. It's like in your chest area and some in your abdomen. Just with the treatments, he's optimistic that it'll work in a way that will prolong your life as long as it can. Yeah. Especially since he said she's so young and she's healthy, and there's really no reason for it not to help. So
yeah, and he said that I have 18 months.
He didn't like directly say
that's the average.
The average for people going through.
And he said, of course, it all depends on how my body reacts to treatment, of course. So that's just the average that they've collected over, you know, the years of this stuff. So I'm hoping that my body will react really well, and it will be way longer than that. Yeah. But we'll just have to take it day by day. And, you know, my doctor said as long as you stay positive and things like that, that also helps, like, your body. Mm-hmm. So, and
it's not a sentence. It's...
Yeah. So that's kind of where we're at with it. I was like emotional.
I was crying the whole time.
Yeah, I was emotional, but I like shed a little bit of tears, but I also was just like still intrigued in what else he had to say and if there was anything more happening.
He's so nice. Like he's like, you know, this always happens to really good people. He's like, this would be so much easier if you were not a good person.
Yeah.
But no, he was really nice and he was really helpful and he explained everything in a way that was just really empathetic and you could understand what he was saying. And, you know, he was great. And so was your radiologist or whatever they call him. Yeah. He was really nice too. And they all are really receptive of your jokes. So that's good.
I mean, yeah, I love joking around, and you know, that is another thing that you'll see as time goes on, that sometimes I even say things that probably will make other people uncomfortable and or just like are just inappropriate like things to say, and but that's just how I deal with it, you know. Yeah. So, like what we were saying last night about on my tombstone, this is, I know what I want to have already, okay? And it's fine. We can get into this. It's totally normal, you know? So, so basically I lived life in the fast lane that it made me ill, so ill that it turned terminal. So that's what it's gonna be.
With just like a bunch of flowers engraved underneath it.
Yeah, maybe a butterfly or two.
Yeah. Yes. He also brought up like how you feel about a higher power and like basically what she's leaning on, like if she believes in a religion and stuff like that. And he asked about Joey and how he's handling it, and then he like directly talked to me and Haley, and that was really nice. Asked if we had any questions or anything, and
so it was nice that he actually wanted to know
and like interact with you guys too. Yeah.
So it really showed that he cares.
Yeah. One thing that I do want to say is Joey. I did have a conversation with him originally when I first found out after I came back from the ER. It was like the following day. I spoke with him and I told him, you remember when mommy was sick at one point? And he said, yeah. And I said, well, mommy's going to be sick again. And he was just like, okay. And I didn't go into like complete detail that time because I didn't know what was going on. So I just like left it at that. And a couple days later when we were going to the beach, he was in the back seat with his cousin, and he said to her, you know, my mom has cancer again. And so I know that Joey understands what's going on. So we'll just have to, or I'll just have to, you know,
Take it a day at a time and figure it out.
And, you know, eventually, like, I will have those, like, conversations with him. But right now, I just need to, like, process it myself and figure out, like, just, like, my feelings and everything like that. So I can, like, be strong as I can when I'm talking to him about it.
Mm-hmm. And then you're able to answer any questions he might have.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I mean, that's what happened at the appointment today. And
oh, they drew your blood.
Yeah, I had
immediately after. She's like, okay, so let's go get a tattoo right now.
I didn't even know what was left or right, honestly. But when I went for my PET scan, I had my blood drawn right here. It didn't work. So then he went right here. Oh my gosh, right here. And then one right here. So it's good that I'm going to get a port because I obviously...
Your veins don't like being touched.
Yeah, so... do you guys have anything else you want to say or anything like that? I think we said, like, quite a bit.
Yeah, not that I can think of.
It just kind of, like, doesn't really seem real yet. It kind of just feels like, for me at least, like I'm just watching all this stuff happening and it's not really happening. So I think
like a freaking movie.
It feels like we're in the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
I feel like once, you know, you start going through treatment and, you know, we start, I say we, but like
we'll be together.
Like, because we're your support, just figuring things out. And I think that's when it'll really start feeling real.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and another thing.
And it's also because she's like still her normal self, very with it. And it's just, I don't know. It's just.
Yeah, we haven't like jumped in yet. So, but one thing I do want to mention too that I forgot to say was they said that for the chemo, my hair will fall out after
the first treatment.
So that's going to be a big change. So I'm like loving my hair while I still have it because April showers will be the hair. So,
but we're going to get you some fun wigs.
Oh, yeah. And that's another thing I told the doctor. And I said, I am already prepared. I looked at blonde wigs because I've always wanted to be blonde. My day has come. So, but anyways, so I will talk to you guys later. We're just going to chill out tonight. And I need to go get Joey. And yeah. All right. Bye.
Bye.